What's up, guys? Geez, it's been so long that I've basically forgotten how to do this, and I apologize for that. Before I get started, I want to thank everybody who's been leaving comments. If I haven't gotten back to you, I apologize. I've just been busy, blah, 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 same old excuse. I do read them, I read them all, and hopefully I'll get caught back up here pretty soon. But thank you again for watching and for leaving comments. I really appreciate those. But what I want to talk about today is this past week, Facebook kind of ran into some trouble. I don't know if it's really been public trouble, but with the tech community about switching some of their privacy settings. So if you logged into Facebook this past week, before you could actually use the site, you got a little pop-up that said, hey, we've changed some things. Can you take a look at this? And I think it's probably there's a button that said, skip or whatever. But if you took a look at it, they split their privacy settings into two options. One list was up at the top. It had everyone, which meant all of your content, images, personal information, status updates, whatever, would be available to everyone. And then there was another one that said, previous settings or old settings or whatever you had before that. And by default, all of the buttons for everyone were all selected. So if you weren't really paying attention, you just clicked through it. You said, whatever, I need to get to Facebook. I don't want to take a look at this right now. All of your information and privacy settings would automatically be set so that everyone who was on Facebook could take a look at your information. The good thing about that, at least from Facebook's opinion, is that all your content is available, so it makes it easier for people to find each other, so you can find more people and grow your friends list. But obviously that could be kind of annoying to some people who are concerned about their privacy. Me personally, I'm not really all that concerned about it. My mindset is that if I'm posting something to the internet, by default in my mind I just think, okay, everyone's going to see this, so I post it accordingly. I don't post stupid things. I don't post pictures that I don't want people to see and so on. I've always been like that, whether it's here or it's Twitter or Facebook. But I can kind of see why people would be a little irked, especially if unknowingly, someone who doesn't really think about it, doesn't really know much about the internet or technology, if all of your settings were set so that everyone can see your information on Facebook, I could see how that could be kind of annoying. What do you guys think? Is that a good move or a bad move? I think personally, I don't really like it. I think that the way social networking sites are these days is that, we've seen so many switches. So MySpace was really big for a long time. Facebook came along and everyone migrated very quickly, and now MySpace is kind of, left behind. So I don't really think, from a public opinion point of view, that this was a very good move. If this were to blow up and become a big story, I think that it could really negatively affect Facebook. And if an alternative came up and they were really careful about your security and they had a cool website, it's plausible that people would switch again just as quickly. It's just sort of whatever is the most popular at the time. Everybody kind of migrates, and then that would leave Facebook in the dust. So that's one interesting thing. Another thing that I heard about and read about this week were Facebook quizzes. So if you've ever taken a Facebook quiz, it's just usually there's a provider for that service, Joe's Quizzes or whatever, and they let you make a quiz and then your friends can take it. The provider there in that aspect actually gets a lot of access to your information on your profile. So, some of your contact information, your personal information, and I thought that was kind of interesting. There's actually a quiz out there. I can't remember who put it out, but it's about quizzes. So it's called, like, how much do you know about Facebook quizzes? And, some of the questions are, how much information can the quiz provider see about me? And it's, none. It's, just my answers, and then it's, all my profile information. And there's a series of questions that are like that. And in most cases, the answer is the worst scenario where, the provider can actually see all of your information. I think it's kind of funny that they put that in a quiz form because, the whole point of the quiz is that quizzes are kind of bad if you're concerned about keeping your information private. But if you trust them, go ahead and take it. Me personally, I've never been really one to take quizzes, and it's not really because I'm concerned about keeping my information secure. It's just that I don't really see the point, but that's just me. So what do you think about that? Do you trust Facebook? If you hadn't heard about this, would you consider switching away if there was a better alternative that took information security a little more seriously, or what? I'm trying to think. Oh, one other thing. Jason Calacanis, he's the owner of Mahalo.com. He does a weekly newsletter, and this is actually how I found out about this in the first place. It's a free newsletter. You can subscribe, and it'll come to your email whenever he writes. I think might be like bi-weekly, but maybe it's just whenever he finds something interesting to write about. And that's how I heard about this and some other cool things in the past. So I would really recommend you tracking down his newsletter and taking a look at that. Like I said, completely free, and in most cases, it's a really good read. So got to give him some props there. So that's really it. Leave a comment, and thanks again for everybody for watching, for rating, for leaving comments. I really appreciate it. And we're coming up on the holiday season here, or we're in the holiday season in some cases. So I just want to say happy holidays to everybody, whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Festivus, whatever. I hope you guys all have a good New Year, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.